Hello. In recent years, we've become more and more dependent on telecommunication technology, which keeps us connected with the rest of the world. But what do we do when these technologies fail because the infrastructure that they depend on no longer work? For example, last year, Hurricane Maria wiped out 95% of Puerto Rico's telecom network, which leaves millions of people unconnected. And a lot of these people are concerned about their loved ones, but there's nothing they can do. And that is where the Sonnet comes in. And Sonnet is a device like this. It is a wireless device that lets you communicate using your smartphone completely off the grid. It is portable, rugged, very affordable, and we've recently just started pilot production. So here is how it works. To use the Sonnet, simply connect your smartphone to the Wi-Fi hotspot on the Sonnet, which will give you access to the Sonnet app from the web browser. The app is hosted locally on the Sonnet device, and it lets you send message through Sonnet's long-range mesh network. For example, I can send a text message. I can also use my phone to take a picture of the Sonnet and send the image as a message. It typically takes a few seconds to send because they're much larger than just text. There. And you can also send a GPS location. And if you tap on the GPS location, it opens up our offline map, which will allow you to visualize exactly where that location is. So this demo might not look that impressive here, but it works even when the two Sonnet devices are miles and miles apart. The Sonnet mesh network also supports IPv6. So you can use existing software and communication protocols with the Sonnet without any modification. So for example, what I'm doing right now is using SFTP to send a file from my PC to my Mac through the Sonnet mesh network. And we think adopting the IPv6 means that Sonnet can easily integrate with existing networking technologies that already exist. And it will also allow users to use tools that they're already familiar with to help them recover from a disaster. Supporting IPv6 also means that if one Sonnet device has access to the internet, it can share that internet connection with the rest of the mesh network. And so the demo here works as such. So initially, neither of the two Sonnet devices are connected to the internet. So when I try to load a web page on the phone on the right, it fails. But if I connect the Sonnet on the left to a Wi-Fi network, now I can share that internet connection with the Sonnet device on the right. And now if I just do a refresh on the phone, the page should load as if the phone is directly connected to the internet. So internet sharing just means that Sonnet mesh network isn't just the isolated local network. It can also provide a gateway to allow people to reach out to the rest of the world, which we think is very important, especially during a disaster scenario. We've also done a lot of work on the hardware side to make the Sonnet as user-friendly as we can. It weighs just about 1/3 of a pound, so you can conveniently carry it wherever you go. The internal battery lasts up to 36 hours, so you don't have to charge it that often. It is also water resistant, which we think is very important, especially a lot of disaster-prone areas right here in the US experience a lot of hurricane. And most importantly, we've worked very, very hard to lower the production cost to make the Sonnet accessible to everyone. Currently, we're pricing the Sonnet at just $45 or $89 per pair, which is much more affordable than other comparable devices on the market. And we've been working on the Sonnet for over a year now, and right now we're doing some field tests with our beta testers. And as you can see here, some of our beta testers include people from search and rescue, disaster relief, and fire rescue organizations. And we also have beta testers outside of North America as well, including a team from the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council from the Philippines. So we're very thrilled about creating technologies that have the potential to actually save lives. And the WINS funding will help us accelerate the rollout of the Sonnet as a deployable solution and help us to bring a resilient communication for both disaster victims as well as people who are deployed to relieve the disasters. Thank you very much.